You can't tell the story of Erie without telling the story of Erie's first family, the Reeds. And their story begins where America's story began, at Lexington and Concord, the invasion of Canada, and Bunker Hill. It was on these battlefields where Colonel Seth Reed fought with valor, leading regiments of the Massachusetts militia. For 2 years, Reed and Company won campaign after campaign until they were finally defeated by smallpox. Reed survived, but his military career was over. Weak and threadbare, he returned to private life where he found work as a private minter of coins. He was elected to the Massachusetts State Legislature, where he developed the political contacts to win the Uxbridge Mint House, the franchise rights to mint the nation's first silver and copper coins. What Reed printed on these coins became his mark on history. He set the type E pluribus unum, out of many, one. It soon became the motto of the United States of America. The war for independence was costly and took a personal and often tragic toll on citizens of the new nation. By the time it was over, Seth and his new wife Hannah had lost all their property. They became traders and, like many new Americans, sought their fortunes in the West. The Reeds traveled to Rochester and eventually settled in the far western town of Erie. They built a log home and put down roots at the mouth of Mill Creek. Their home was more than a home. It was a way to earn extra income, so on it they placed the sign, Presque Isle Hotel. In Erie, the Reeds prospered, and Seth, Hannah, and their 8 children began a series of Erie firsts. They built the first permanent structures, had the first babies, and celebrated the first weddings. Seth's son Rufus opened a trading business and invested his profits into sailboats. The boats transformed the small family-run trading company into a full-scale shipping business. Soon, Reed Shipping grew to include a fleet of both sail and steamboats. Early in the 1830s, Rufus lobbied Pennsylvania Governor George Wolfe for matching funds to build the Erie Extension Canal. He got the money, the canal was built, and Reed became president of the Erie Canal Company. Thanks to the efforts of the Reed family, Erie was now a transportation shipping hub that connected New Orleans, St. Louis, Chicago, and New York. Rufus's only son, Charles Manning Reed, followed in his father's footsteps. He eventually became the largest owner of steamboats on the Great Lakes, served as president of the Erie and Pittsburgh Railroads, and president of the First National Bank. In 1837, Charles was elected and served 2 terms in the U.S. House of Representatives. Charles's niece, Sarah, was a dedicated philanthropist. She led the movement to build the Soldiers and Sailors Monument in Perry Square and single-handedly created the Association for Improving the Conditions of the Poor. She also co-founded the Home for the Friendless, a refuge for Erie's unfortunate, which is better known today as the Sarah A. Reed Home. The Reeds will always be remembered for their contributions to the city they loved. They left not only permanent landmarks recognizable across Erie, but also a legacy of hard work and loyalty.